Wow, never seen this game before. Guess I'll give it a try. Hello YouTubers, fellow gamers, welcome back to Retro Jason24 show, and episode 2. So let's get into this. First off, I did something about a day or two ago and I'm very proud of. I beat Batman for the NES. Little backstory, I had this game back when I was about 9 or so. Anyway, yeah, I had this game and I could never beat it. As far as I could ever get was level 2. And yeah, this thing pretty much perplexed me, and I really never played it that much after that because I had other NES games. Well, fast forward to today's time, and I bought it not too long ago. So the other day was the 125th anniversary of Nintendo, so I decided, okay, I'm going to play some Nintendo games, kind of celebrate. Well, Batman was the first on the list, and that's the one that stayed on the list because I kind of got on a roll, and I finally got up to the last level. And I've been playing this thing all night, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Last level's the chapel, the cathedral, and I'm on the last level against Firebug, who's the boss before the Joker, and this guy's just kicking my ass. And I was getting tired and frustrated, so I really didn't want to turn it off, but we're trying to save on money around here, and I don't want to waste electricity, but my wife told me, go ahead and pause it. So I did, and I got a few hours sleep, came back. First few tries, I was getting my ass handed to me again, then a couple after that, I finally beat the Firebug with like 1 life bar left. Still had an extra life, so when I went against the Joker, he hit me once and I was dead, but my last life, I came back, bat fist to the face, kept with the fist, finally beat him. So when I was done, I was trying to find my camera to videotape the cutscenes, but I wanted to get it to where you saw Batman and the Joker's on the ground. But the cutscene started going, so I got some clips, some snapshots of the other cutscenes. So I'll be posting them right now. So yeah, it was exciting. Beating the game and beating the Joker for the first time in my life. So yeah, still kind of feel electricity from it. I do plan on doing it again. This time I'll have the camera handy, so when I do beat the Joker again, hopefully, I can get the full cutscene and show it off. So anyway, a couple weeks ago, at my work, they were getting rid of a few displays from electronics, and I got the last piece of this display unit that was getting thrown into the baler, and yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5, when they released it for the PS1, not PS4. Anyway, yeah, got the last piece of the display, so I want to put it on my wall once I get the game room going. I think that's pretty nice. And I also like to tell you now, some of you guys out there probably have already seen, I sent the notifications off Facebook. I have a Perler page on Facebook, and if you guys, anyone else who don't know what a perler is basically is these little plastic beads. You put them in there's patterns you can find online, which I do and make video game wise kind of perlers, and you melt them together and you put them in your display. Like this guy you would recognize from Mega Man 2. Shy Guy from Super Mario Brothers 2. Battletoads, and so on. And I display these on my Perler page, and I'll give what it is down the bottom here. But yeah, you just go to Facebook and it's Retro Jason24 Perler page, and I'm the only one that shows up, so you shouldn't have any problems finding it. And yeah, and soon once I get a couple more of these videos going, then I'll make a YouTube channel for this show. But anyway, yeah, the perlers, yeah, you can go in there and I got about 30 different pictures of different ones, various games, Sega, Nintendo, Atari, and they're all for display. Admire them. If you want any, I can make them, depending on if I have the pattern. If not, I can look it up, and they're for sale and trade. So when I go over to that page and look at it, be my guest. Okay, and I'm gonna take a short break, and I'll be right back. This show, I have a lot more mail than I did the last show. And in the last show, if you remember, I got a game from a guy that was in one of my other gaming pages on Facebook. Richard Chambers sent me, I bought the game off of him, Picnic for the Atari 2600. Well, he had a couple more games he wanted to know if I wanted dibs on before he put them on eBay. And there was one I saw and I got it from him, I mean. And it's one of the 20th Century Fox brand games, and it's a Fantastic Voyage for the 2600. It's supposed to be based off the movie. And if you ever seen the movie, I remember that there's a team of scientists that get shrunken down, microscopic, and they get inserted into this guy's body for some reason, and they have to travel through the veins, and that's basically what you do. You're destroying stuff in there, bad stuff. I forgot why they shot him in the body, but anyway, I have to watch the movie sometime because I only seen bits and pieces, but from what I saw in gameplay, it's a pretty good game. And the second one is a trade that I did with another guy from another gaming webpage, and I gotta start making better notes of who I do trades with. But anyway, I traded this guy a Nintendo 64 game, Gauntlet Legends, for a PS2 game that it's one I've been wanting to get again. I had it and turned it in for trade, and I don't remember if it was GameStop or Vintage Stock. Either way, it's a game I loved, and it is a war of the monsters. And I really love this game because before they had any of the Godzilla games, I mean, they came out on Wii first, and I didn't have a Wii, so I couldn't play any Godzilla games until, I mean, I have Super Godzilla for the Super Nintendo, which is another sweet game, but before they had any of the other Godzillas for the PS2, it was War of the Monsters, and which I love because it combines the 50-60 era B-movie monsters, and it's a free open roam stages, cities that you can tear down by fighting other monsters, and it is a good game, and it has like 6 different characters you can get. I mean, it's got the King Kong knockoff, Godzilla knockoff, robots, there's a lava monster, dragon monster, but the one monster I love playing, and it is, to me, it's based off this one 50s movie called The Daily Mantis, in which is, he's on the cover, he's a giant praying mantis, and they all have like their own super powers they can do, I mean special moves that you can do, and I love the mantis. Well, it's the favorite insect of all time, it's the most coolest. And last, and this is when not trying to get off into reproduction games, which that'll be another show, which I do buy. And I have no problem buying them because I like repo games, especially if I can't find a game around here, any particular games, or hard to buy games because they're god-awful high. And I don't really want to play an emulator because after a while, I mean, I'll play them, I have no problem doing that, it's just after a while, it's not going to be the same as playing it with the joystick. So I get these once in a while whenever I can, and the guy that I get this from, he has his own website, and I'll display it. Well, his name's Randy Cryfield, and I'll display it. He's got 2 websites, www.hoservideo.com, and same thing, but instead of .com, .net. And I'll have them posted. And check out the websites, and I'll give his email. And yeah, he's always up for business, and depending on the size of the Atari, he only does Atari games now, Atari 2600, and depending on the size of the games, depends on the price, and the more games you get a little discount. So what I got from him was 3 games, and he did me a favor. He made up a label, and it's going to be for a prop, but you won't see it until like season 2. I still got to figure out how many episodes I'm going to do of this one to claim it as a season. But I digress. The first game that I got from him it's a ROM hack. I mean, it's a hack of Keystone Capers and Keystone Cops. I think it's Keystone Capers. Anyway, dang it, sorry. Someone made it into a Batman game. So basically, the cop that you normally would play, you're Batman, and he looks like the 60s Adam West Batman, but you're without a cape, and the crook is the Joker. So basically, you're chasing the Joker, and usually when I get these games, I'll find the ROM and I'll send it to him, and if he's able to do it, then I go to this one website, and I'll give you the link to. God dang, excuse me. You can make your own Atari labels. So you can use any pictures that you want. They got to be a certain size though. So I made up the labels, and I'll send it to him with the ROMs, and then he prints out the label and puts them out. It's a nice glossy, so it's kind of like an actual Atari game that you would buy, but it's It's special because it's a hack or imaged or somehow or homebrew. This one I chose the Adam West Batman picture, and I renamed it Batman and the Great Bank Heist. It's got Adam West with the POW sign on it. I like it, and it is a pretty fun game. I mean, even though it's gangster cops, but it's a Batman twist, and it works. The other game that I got, and actually it's a prototype, so it's never been released, and it was actually supposed to be released, but for some reason, from what I checked on this game, it just never was for some reason. And this is an actual game that you would have bought. It's not a homebrew or anything, and it's a Rocky and Bullwinkle game. And so I chose the picture of Rocky Bullwinkle, and that's why I named it Rocky and Bullwinkle. And I played it, and it's pretty fun because actually you're Rocky the squirrel, and basically the screen there's a train going. Boris, the spy, is on the bottom. Natasha is flying a plane. Also is Bullwinkle is flying a plane too. And basically Natasha is throwing down different types of jewelry, and Rocky goes around collecting them. And I think there's like stuff bombs you gotta avoid too. But you can only carry so many these jewels, and you'll fly them up the Bullwinkle for your points. Well, there's a timer going on at the same time, so you have to score as many points as you can before this timer runs out. And as the different jewelry is falling down, at the bottom there'll be like 2 images. So if you can get these 2 images, the certain types you'll get bonus points, and you just basically do it until time runs out. I'm pretty sure that is the complete game, but it is a fun game. So that's what I got for mail time. And yeah, all the information, if you guys ever wanna have your own little Atari game that's like a hack or something, you find one that you like, give this guy send him an email. I'm pretty sure he can hook you up.
Something's coming up the plumbing for Luigi's in a bind. Giant turtles out to get him, creepy crabs are right behind. Spider flies, jeepers jipes, they're all coming out the pipes.
Mario, where are you? It's Atari Mario Brothers with Mario from Donkey Kong, his brother Luigi, and lots of crazy creatures. And it's twice the fun when 2 play at once, because you need all the help you can get. Mario, where are you? Mario Brothers, new from Atari.
Got about 20 minutes before I have to get to work, but I decided I'm going to go to the thrift store today. I gotta look for some clothes for work, and of course I'm gonna look for gaming stuff, and hopefully I will find something good and cheap, and I normally do, but with finding stuff, you're gonna have your days that you don't find nothing, but that's the name of the game and how it goes. So I will see you in a little bit, and we'll see what we can find. See ya.
I'd buy that for $1.
This episode for thrift store finds. Again, didn't really find any video games there. Found the movie and a couple items that I like. And the movie I got for 44 cents was Batman the movie. This is the Adam West one. And Burt Ward. And it's got all the classic 4 villains: Joker, Catwoman, Riddler, Penguin. And I remember I had this on tape. I never had it on DVD, and it's got a couple cool features and everything. Talks about the Batmobile and all that. But I love the '60s series Batman. I always thought it was pretty cool. I mean, yeah, it's campy, but hey, it's Batman. It's like a live comic book, and I love that movie. Second thing that I found, and I think any of you guys would have seen this at any store, was I think they came out with these during Easter. I think, I'm not for sure, but it's a R2D2 candy dispenser. You know, you take off the head. Let me see this. Take off the head. You put in like little, I think Sicklets came with the little tiny round candies, and you press his button. He makes a sound. I think there's another one. Yeah. And then candy comes out. And I forgot, I think it's like 25 cents. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And the final item, and I never seen one of these before. It's a Santa Darth Vader bobblehead. And I figured, maybe I can use him up for a Christmas episode. So you'll be seeing him again soon. Well, a couple more months. But that's pretty much it for the thrift store finds. Well, I believe that's going to be it for this episode. And yeah, I think it might be a little bit shorter. Actually, there is one thing left I want to do. I haven't been able to do a dumpster dive for a while, but I will be hopefully doing one soon. If not, I think the next episode I'm gonna do a dive theme show, and basically I'm gonna probably gather up past items that I've collected and found, and it'll probably have to be that until I can do some more dives. But other than that, I did want to show you my my little opening segment for the dumpster dive, and I'm pretty proud of it. So check this out. Now it's time for a dumpster dive. Pretty sweet, huh? Yeah, so that's it. Any information, all information today about my Perler page, the Atari 2600 reproduction cards, if you want to get any or check out the guy's website, will all be down below. Hopefully episode 3 won't be too far behind. So, as always, this is Retro Jason24 saying, remember, retro is the way to go. See you next time. Man, this game sucks.